What's up, y'all? Hype found in another entry. This is No Fap Day 20. No Fap Day 20 out of 90. And I invite y'all all to get on the battlefield. Let's fight this war. You know what I mean? This is what you. This is the Infinity War. Like, so once you get on a certain day, you realize like this is a war. Be on the battlefield, y'all. Stay on the battlefield. You know what I mean? Don't just hang in there. Go to war. Because I remember when I was doing NoFap back in 2011. This was before NoFap came out. And I was abstaining and everything. I didn't have the NoFap guidelines. I just retained my seat because I liked the girl. So what happened was I had to end up going to war. I was like on day maybe 20 something, like around now. Day 20 something around that time. And I had to go to war, right? So it was like I caved. Like I forgot why I started doing NoFap or doing semen retention. I forgot why I started, and I relapsed. That defeated the whole purpose of why I started in the first place. I just didn't think of like it didn't. I just had some beef with somebody, and it was war, and I just relapsed to porn. So then what I did was I ran from everything. I left church, I left school, I left work. Like I just isolated myself. I just ended up being in my room by myself. You know what I mean? With my family coming and checking in on me. But it was like you like I didn't even realize like I'm in the middle of war. This is I was supposed to keep retaining. You know what I mean? I became competition. Like that's something I never was. Who looked at me as competition when I was fapping the porn? Nobody, right? So now I'm on semen retention. And now I'm competition. You see what I'm saying? So back in 2011, a big war broke out, right? And I lost everybody. I lost everything. You know what I mean? And it was like, man, you know what I mean? If I could have just hung in there and didn't fap and just kept going, I would have learned so much. But then back then, I can't really judge myself because that's who I was back then. I was still a fapper. You know, I was one click away from watching porn. So whenever a little problem came up, I started watching porn and fapping. Now I got that head knowledge on NoFap came out like about 6-7 months after that. And I got head knowledge now. Now I'm in the middle. Now I know how it's like to go through things and stay on NoFap regardless and keep being out there in public and not shying away or just keeping busy out there. You know what I mean? So I invite y'all, come to the war. You're going to start realizing you're in a war once you get certain days. Once you get to a certain day, you're going to realize, yeah, man, you keep showing up. Showing up is half the battle. You want to run, you want to leave, but you don't realize showing up to the war is half the battle. You may not even have to do anything. God may take care of the whole situation, but showing up to the war was half the battle. You know, that's something I didn't see back in 2011. You know what I mean? So anyway, stay in the war. I'll stay in the war with y'all. We're going to do these 90 days. I'll see y'all in the next one.